Look at that mohawk, oh my god. I think I had eyeliner on too. What's up everyone, I'm RJ Ronquillo, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, thank you for joining me. So apparently we found a lot more old gig footage than we expected. So let's just get right into it. So this was from last year. I was filling in on a tour with Stone Sour. And this is from the Rave Club in Milwaukee, which was probably one of the coolest venues I've ever played. It's like this huge grand ballroom from, you know, the early 1900s. It's haunted as hell. One of the scariest dressing rooms I've ever been in. So many people crowd surfing and just watching, just like one after the other, approaching the stage, and all the security guards would pull him down. This was such a fun gig. These guys are so great. Great crowd too. I would say this was my favorite gig of that, what I did, like 7 shows with them. This is my favorite gig of all of them. See the guy pointing now? He's pointing. Here comes one. I want to say there's another one. Another crowd surfer right after. Yep. He said, here comes another one. The one that's pulling all the people is smart. He's got gloves. He's like, he knows he's got to go to work for this gig. I always had to be on the lookout for where Corey Taylor, the singer, was walking, but because he was always crisscrossing the stage and I didn't want to run into him. There was a couple times where I probably just like turned around and he was like right there. And this gig was a workout, man. I don't think I've ever headbanged, or whatever you want to call what I was doing, that much on any gig. Oh, here comes a crowd surfer right over the person filming. Cue the pyro. Good stuff, good stuff. Next one. Of course, Ricky Martin tour. Black and White Tour 2007 with the double PRS attack with my man Dave Cabrera. Look at that mohawk, oh my god. I think I had eyeliner on too. So we had these like catwalks. I still have that PRS. You've probably seen it in some of my videos. So we had this long catwalk and then an elevator with Ricky popping up in the middle. This was like the rock and roll song. The cool thing about this tour was, depending on what city we were playing in, he would sing the song either in English or in Spanish, because there was an English and Spanish version of pretty much every song that he's put out. So this was in Puerto Rico at the stadium or the arena or whatever in San Juan. This was my first major production tour. And I had a mohawk, a really bad mohawk. It reminds me of the mohawk from the kid in Cobra Kai. Oh my god. And they made me wear those clothes, which was fine. Like, there was wardrobe people and they kind of picked out everyone's clothes, and of course they gave me like something very scantily clad, which is fine, but until we played like an outdoor show and it was like 30 or 40 degrees. I think it was River Plate in Buenos Aires, Argentina. It was like 30 or 40 degrees and raining, and I had to wear that outfit and I was freezing. This was a fun show. This was a fun production. They had all these dancers, an amazing stage, and we were out for 8 months straight. And my rig was a Line 6 Veta 2 amp head going direct to the front of house. This was long before Kempers or Axe Effects or Ox boxes, but it did get me through that year without major issues, so props to Line 6. And this song was fun because it was guitar heavy. I think I'm tapping there. See, on this song I got to tap, I got to play little solo stuff. Who says Ricky Martin music isn't fun to play on guitar? I didn't remember that ending.
All right, Thompson Square.
All right, so this is when I played with Thompson Square on the Today Show a couple years ago. And if you've never played a morning show. You know, you have to be there at like 3:30 in the morning. And it's kind of like my favorite time to be in the city, in New York City. Most of these morning shows are in New York City. So it's cool to like, you know, walk from the hotel to the NBC studio and there's like no cars really around. There's nobody walking on the streets. It's quiet. It's probably the quietest time to be in New York City. I like this song. Really good power ballad. I'm wearing makeup. I told him to put some nice powder on me, take the shine away. I remember being impressed with the sound quality that they got from this. A lot of times, live TV audio isn't that great, but they know what they're doing over there at NBC. I think I was playing through a matchless DC-30. It's a great amp. It's one of those amps that I can have backlined that I know it's gonna sound good regardless of what guitar I'm playing, what pedals I'm running through. I need to get one of those amps. I toured with Thompson Square for 5 years. I left after last year, 2018. But, I mean, they were my family for 5 years and I always enjoyed every gig. Good times for sure. All right, here's another clip. This is my first tour with Thompson Square, and this was like my big solo during their ballad. And this solo I kind of started to write out. For a while I was just improvising it. But yeah, this was like the first kind of instance of me trying to write a melodic solo. I'm going to see if I can find the other one where how it developed into. Okay, here I think is the updated version of that solo. Yeah. Put this fast a section in. Security guard doesn't look impressed. That's a good solo. I want to teach you guys that. I'm going to do a lesson on that. That was a fun solo to play every night. Okay, so this was essentially the Chelsea Smiles, but we changed our name to the Royal Highness because we kind of went in a new direction. Like, this song was very AC/DC influenced and cult influenced. This was at the Viper Room. We played, so the Viper Room, if you're not familiar, is a very famous club on the Sunset Strip, kind of across from where the Whiskey and the Roxy are. But we used to play this all the time, at least once a month. One of my favorite places to play, just because it was such a small stage and it's always sounded pretty good from wherever you were at. It was always getting loud. I mean, I was taking a 100-watt Marshall to this gig and turning it up pretty freaking loud. I miss playing this type of rock. Just kind of like raunchy, dirty rock. Simple riffs, simple lines intertwining. Rock and roll. This was a fun gig, man. Rest in peace, Todd. All right, next is...
Come on now.
So this was from a very short-lived show called The Brian McKnight Show. I think we only filmed 2 episodes. Never got paid for it. But that's okay, because I got to play with Stevie Wonder. And I haven't seen this performance in a long time. This would have been, what, 2009, I guess. So I'm playing a PRS DGT, David Grissom model, through a 65 amps Little Elvis. You remember those? That was a great little amp. So we played 2 songs with Stevie. We did this and we did Do I Do. I was kind of nervous to literally back up Stevie. We didn't even rehearse with him. He just kind of rolled in. We did like a sound check, and this was the performance, really. I think we were all kind of nervous. Incidentally, this was the same show, the same episode where I met Judith Hill, because there should be there's a performance with Judith Hill on this show, and that's how I met her. And after this show, this gig kind of was a stepping stone for me to meet her and work with her and do a bunch of gigs with her. So, like, when I tell people that it's all about meeting people, because every gig that you do is going to be a stepping stone to something else, or every person that you meet is going to introduce you to somebody else, and that's how you get work. What a great voice. Thank you, Stevie. Steve Lind. All right, guys, well, there you have it. I do have a lot more footage to react through, so stay tuned for those videos coming up. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Leave me a comment down in the comments section. Share it with your friends, family, ice cream man or woman. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, gear demos, lessons, tour vlogs, click that subscribe button. Thanks again for watching. See you guys next time.